Yep.
Man, look. I thought there was something in my beard.
You shaved.
But look at this gray spot. What's up, guys? Happy Sunday. Can everybody hear me? Can you see me? And does everybody know that we're alive in this whole entire universe? I'm going to keep doing this. It might feel good. Is this live, or did we accidentally record this? And
it's live.
Not live.
It is live. Thank you to everybody telling me happy birthday. It's next Saturday, October the 19th.
How do you people know this?
That's why fall is my favorite time of year, because I'm a fall baby.
So every time she falls down, she goes, yay! I fell. That's what happens. So what's up, guys? This is going to be a really short broadcast today, like 44 seconds. Have a great day. Goodbye.
Yay, Matthew McCann got his Raider Friday.
It's awesome, right? The Raider.
Do you like the topo? Good morning, Josh. Morning, everybody.
Morning, folks. Morning, Josh. Everybody, McCann, all you circus animals.
Phil, it was a great joke. Tim does not tell bad jokes.
All of my jokes were bad. At least they're clean, though. I don't like gross jokes. So I was told by one of the guys in the shop that people always say these gross things and try to get C-Dub to say them. And they don't tell me about it because I'd get pissed.
Yeah, thanks for everybody telling me happy birthday.
Yeah, I just wonder how they know it's your freaking birthday.
Because I've told them before and they remember.
Yeah. I tried to keep mine a secret.
Josh L 99.99 for brunch.
Josh is always out of the gate. I'm going to brunch today, man. I'm so freaking stressed out. My shoulders are like iron, man. Shoulder like iron.
And you put a solar panel in on your truck yesterday.
I did. I've been waiting for these. You guys, I'm sure you've seen them. They're the flexible solar panels, and they're the black ones, but they're 60% more efficient than the standard ones. And I was waiting for them to go on sale, and I caught them on sale at 60% off. So I got one because the camper shell on the truck has got a curve to it. And I also didn't want this big chunky thing sticking up, but I use it to charge my batteries that I use to run the chainsaw or that I use to run the satellite or any of that stuff that's in the truck. Because, excuse me, we travel a lot. Well, we used to, through a lot of areas that don't have service. So I want cell service and internet service so we can still run the business. And then when I go down to mom and them's house, I'm all the time taking tools, air compressors, all that stuff. And it's just easier to have it in the truck.
They like your hat today, JWay 180. I'm not a hat guy, but I love the hat today.
Thanks, man. Yeah, this is our the Richardson 112 that our local guy makes. I like them a lot.
Yes, Trust Monkey.
I'm mixing it up.
Starlink.
Yeah, I have the Starlink. I was on the waiting list forever for them to get Starlink here in our area, and then I heard they're coming out with a new generation that was for mobile, and because we're a business, you get a higher priority. So I waited for all of those things to come together, and then I got it. Then I've had it, and I haven't done anything with it. So I mounted it yesterday, and then did the panel. It's a 100-watt panel, but that's enough to charge a battery, which is enough to run basic stuff. If I'm anywhere with shore power, I'll just plug in. It's the same.
Let's see an up close of your cup.
Oh, okay.
They want to see it.
My mom gave me that.
It says Second Amendment, use it or lose it.
And then on the back, it's got we the people stuff.
Davey Z, what'd you think about the Warthog? I'm pretty proud of that knife. I made it, and it's awesome.
What'd you do?
I'm just kidding. It was another bad joke.
No. She does great stuff.
I didn't make it, but I do like that.
There's another guy that's like, we used to have a follower, Jacob Lamb. I haven't seen much from him in a long time. He may have moved on from us, but he sent a Warthog to Choir Boys. I don't know if you guys have seen him, and he made mention that he really loved that blade in the video, and then tagged me in it, and I saw it pop up on the YouTube, and then I commented back and said, hey man, because that was after we had discontinued them, and he's like, they should bring it back. I was like, hey, we did.
And it's got jimping and all kinds.
Yeah, the jimping is awesome, and the new T1C coating looks super
Davey
good.
says it's a beast.
I love the thing. I mean, it is. It's a heavy duty blade, but it also is slicey.
Yeah, if you put that Century grip on there.
This is that coffee that Chad DeRozier sent me, that bourbon stuff. Man, I put some almond milk in it because I don't know what's wrong with me.
Oh no, Ray couldn't take any of his T.KELL knives on the road because of plane travel. He has no T.KELLs on him.
Man, that's scary. That's another reason we need to make that TSA compliant screwdriver, so you could carry that thing with you. But this coffee that Chad sent me, it's that bourbon infused coffee, that fire department coffee company. Man, it's good. It's so good. I should show it, but I left it upstairs.
Christopher, glad you got to snag a Blim night guard. Those are already built and will go out Monday.
Yeah, I went to the office or the shop.
They did a good job packing.
Yeah, I showed up over there to grab grips for the prototype, final proto on the Ops Striker, which is happening. Finally, excited about that. I went to grab a set of grips, and they had left everything Friday afternoon with like all those blemish blades set out ready to ship. And I did see some comments from a couple of people saying that they weren't able to order because they couldn't log in, and that's the whole reason they joined Patreon. Look, just reach out, email. This is email, simple, and we'll get you squared away. But that's a really cool program.
Baz, we're gonna talk about the Ops Hawks today. You haven't missed it yet.
Ops Hawks and Striker. Super cool.
Rob Edwards wants to know if you've ever considered making a knife for firefighters.
I wouldn't not consider it. We did make some for EMTs, and most of those guys are firefighters also. Not most.
It's too clean. He made it all clean cut.
What?
Tim shaped that beard up. # beard game.
I mean, I don't have any time to usually do it, and C-Dub likes it when I look like I'm homeless and shit. And I can't stand it. It starts itching my face. And
Casey Curtis, what blade do you have? Do you happen to have a Piranha? Because that's the one that you kind of double click in.
Yeah.
What blade do you have?
Click, click, click.
Like if you just got a Piranha, the new sheath, the way Tim has been trying to make the retention be a little bit stronger.
It's a double click, click, and click.
Oh yeah, he says he has a Piranha. Do you have one in here you can show him?
No, because you're still on my sheath.
So basically push it in there even harder.
And then it'll click again.
The first click that you hear is like it's going to fit loose. If that doesn't work, please email us.
Basically, you need to be a touch stronger, Curtis. Just saying. What else? I don't know. There's stuff to talk about. I just don't remember what it is. But yeah, I'm really happy to finally. And the crazy thing about doing that whole satellite and the charger for my batteries that I use in my Milwaukees and all my other equipment is that I waited forever to get it, and it's just been sitting around. Like, hey, I should hook it up. And I'm waiting on the stupid router from Starlink. It's been forever. And then in the time that I was waiting for mine to come, Helene happened and Milton happened. Well, I was on the list, priority list, before Ukraine stuff happened. So yeah, I've been waiting for like a year and a half to get my business satellite stuff.
Hey, have we shipped April Night Stalker CGs? Is that one of the ones that we had to reach out about?
Yeah.
Okay.
We should be. It's probably an anomaly if that hasn't gone out yet.
Yeah, can you email us so we can check on that?
Because we're finna drop those again. And you would be pissed at me if I released them again. You didn't have yours from a million years ago. I guess we could talk about some of that stuff that's going on kind of in the background. Some people know, right? Should we just keep it a secret or say something about it?
I don't know what secret we're talking about.
Production? Plans?
Scorched GM. My Piranha does not click at all, but it sits tight. He started
depends on when you got yours.
Yeah, he started. I think originally you wanted the Piranha sheath to fit kind of loose because people wanted to just be able to pull it out, right, and then people said they wanted it tighter, so he gave the option of
now
heats them up to make them have a tighter retention. So if you wanted another sheath, we can get you another.
Yep, we can swap out your sheath, or you can keep the old one. And
like that shirt, yeah. I'm gonna give one of those away. To me, these are our best looking shirts.
This was like one of my original shirts.
Show the back.
And it's gray too, right?
Yeah, I like this shirt a lot.
It's just kind of simple, understated black with the gray. This was one of our original shirts, and then everybody's like, you should make combat stuff. And I made everything combat stuff, and everybody's like, hello.
Did you not hear back, Noble One? It's probably because Grant left us Friday.
Yeah, he's probably had his final interview with Montana Knife Company. I think that's where he is. Jokes.
I'll check. We did have Grant helps us with emails, and he went out of town Friday, so maybe he didn't get to it
gourd. Yeah, he's on vacation or some, I don't know, something. Dude leaves like once every 2 weeks. Like, oh yeah, by the way, I won't be here for most of my life.
A collab with Tim and Emerson for a folder would be really cool.
I don't know.
He probably wouldn't want to do a collab with you.
No, I don't know. He doesn't need me. That guy. I'd happily do it.
Yeah. It's not because somebody did say, what about the River's Edge cutlery thing?
Oh yeah, the protos are almost 100% done with them, and then the fundraiser blades should be here soon. Like, they're done. They passed QC, they passed all the checks for beating the crap out of it and all that fun stuff. So the fundraiser should start very soon for that. That kind of segues me into our other opportunities that we're considering. So
that's awesome, Charles. He said, I got my Night Stalker CQC this weekend, and it's so sick. Haven't put it down since I opened the package. That's awesome.
Yeah, you guys. Jeremy's not making knives today. He's doing machine maintenance so that he can hit it hard tomorrow. He just sent me a text, so I know. So a lot of you guys know, kind of in the background, we've been suffering. I wouldn't say suffering. We're kind of wading through timing of our production batches and getting steel on time with grips, on time with sheaths, and all that crap to come up, and everything to come together. So there are some competitors in the market they've really raised their production rates, and they're grabbing a lot of the material and any job shops, which we used a couple of job shops to help us do the heavy lifting because we grew so fast. So anything that Jeremy and myself and one other guy are not able to do here locally, we get help. So one of our major competitors shares with, and basically has buried this dude. So the timing of we're done with like all the blades through January, and they're done and they're heat treated back from nickel boron, but then we don't have sheaths and grips finished because of material shortages from competitors or space to do them for these blades. So then we've got sheaths for stuff that's going to be done December and shipping in January, February.
This is a serious conversation. Let me give something away while you talk about that.
So
hashtag stuff. I'm going to give away that new shirt.
Yeah.
Some other merch.
The Gray Man shirt. That's kind of what I titled it as, or what it was. So I've got a ton of sheaths and grips for stuff that isn't done yet, and I've got a ton of blades that's waiting for grips and sheaths. So I can't sell these, and these are not done yet. So we're able to keep up with the old orders, but you guys are aware, July, we didn't have our big quarterly drop. And we didn't do our big quarterly drop on October the 1st, obviously. And that's because I keep hoping that all the blades for the drops and all the grips and sheaths for the drops are going to come together in one, and then we can do our quarterly drops like we do. So what we've done is the stuff that I had overages on, or more of, we just sold those in like little micro drops just to kind of let you guys know we're still making blades. So we're at this like, it's an unbalance of tons of blades or no sheaths and tons of blades. And it's like, we're trying to get all that stuff in the middle. So the best thing for us to do is to bring in back everything that we possibly can. So that includes doubling the size of Jeremy's shop, because he's here. I mean, he only does my work, and we're almost done, or he's almost done with that shop. The double of that, and then that's going to increase our blade production capabilities, and then we're pulling some blades back in house to do that. And then there's one other place we might do some, but we're considering getting a much larger building, which I did sign the contract on. We haven't moved in yet because it needs bathrooms put in and crap like that. And we got a couple options. Do we let investors help us do that? You know, because that's like the cost of that is about $2.5 million. Or there's a couple of tiers. So if we do all of it, it's like 2.5.
You remember that one time whenever Stephen Clayton told you something like,
"Hey, woman."
What?
She's trying to speed me up. Anyway.
No, I'm not trying to speed you up. I just remembered that. I remembered you telling me a while ago that he had said something about some kind of investor program.
That's what I was telling you this morning that I want to talk about. So surprise. So she's smarter than me. She kind of picked up on it and figured out.
So wait, hold on, let me read Frank BDC. Me and my family coming to Atlanta. You're coming to Blade Show, Frank? That's awesome. From Germany? What can you do with a 6-year-old in Atlanta? You can bring your 6-year-old to Blade Show. There's a lot of kids there.
Yeah, lots. I think he's probably talking about other than that. World of Coke is cool. That's neat.
Sorry, I'm dumb.
What did we do when the kids were little?
6-year-old in Atlanta.
Like I said, the World of Coke is really neat. Atlanta Zoo's pretty good. It was good. The Georgia Aquarium is one of the best in the world. That's a lot of fun to do.
Yeah.
We used to live like Atlanta and us. We were like right there. So what else did we do when they were young? I mean, there's a lot of cool areas just to walk around. Virginia Highlands is kind of neat, but not super touristy. Anyway, I'll think of some other stuff because we what was that exhibit we went to? Remember that?
Oh yeah, I love that place.
Bodies.
Is that still there?
I think comes on a cycle. That's really neat. That's cool.
Oh, Mark Kane gave us $299.99. He said Tim and CW date night. Celebrate.
Man, we're gonna take that.
Can we do that, honey?
Let's do it.
We haven't done that in forever.
Can we just cut the stream and do it right now?
Yeah. Thank you, Mark.
Thanks, Mark. Thank you. It means a lot when you guys do this stuff for us as people. You know what I mean? Because for us, it's way more than knives. It's you guys being part of the family and friends, and we talk through the personal side of stuff. Because I don't know that there's another company that it's like family like this. We talk about everything: the hardships, successes, struggles, good times, bad times, how stupid I am. We talk about everything.
Austin, you're gonna love the Warthog.
Look, that new Warthog has been on my side since we got them done until yesterday, and I switched back to the Nautilus because I was doing some measurements for that. But
Tim JK, we got a few gray man grips in. We got like 120.
And we are
we're
feverishly
going
shipping
through like in order of who ordered it. This like
first in, first out.
So when we run out of that, we are ordering more. But
we have
in gunmetal. I don't know if we have gunmetal. Do we?
Well, see, here's the thing. I think we mentioned it a while back, but the manufacturer of that material told somebody else in the industry they're having issues with gray, but not me. So they just slowed my stuff down, and then they tell one of the other biggest G10 buyers in the country, they're like, hey, by the way, we're not going to have gray anymore. And I'm like, what? No gray? But then I reach out, and they're like, yeah, we're going to have gray. It's just going to take a long time. I don't know why specifically.
Patchy for what blade, Hunter?
Why gray? But they just don't like it. I like gray, 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 gray. My beard, that's me. I'm going gray man, totally. So more on the...
Are you kidding, Dustin? Or are you serious? He said Bodies is closed because they found out the exhibits were Chinese undocumented prisoners. They were Asians.
Yeah.
I do remember that. But he could be kidding. He's always joking around, and I don't ever know he's joking.
It was awesome. You should go look at the Chinese undocumented sliced up people. Awesome.
It's terrible.
Absolutely awesome. It was cool.
I got it set up to where it's showing the knives when I do the giveaway, so you're not on screen right now. So this is for the new shirt.
Nobody wants to see my stupid face anyway.
The new shirt, and if you want a CW shirt, we'll do 2 shirts.
Of course. They want the CW shirt. It's awesome.
And the black one that Tim's got on. These are our 2 newest ones.
Yeah, this is gray, if you can't tell. Gray, and the logo on the back.
Mark Gunter!
Yay, Mark!
Congratulations. I think he just asked for a CW shirt, so we'll give you something
There you
else.
go. Extra. Wear one every week. I don't know. CW shirts are super, super awesome. Where is mine? Oh, I think that attack cat.
I missed him already. I know. Sometimes when I set it up, I put it on the wrong camera because I'm a newbie.
It's weird how it works. Am I just standing here picking my nose, or are you showing knives again?
No, you're on now.
I didn't know.
Sorry.
Oh yeah. So sorry, I'm scatterbrained and hyper. So there you go. So we're trying to decide: do we want to take private money? Do we want to take bank money? Do we want to take no money? And then, because if we bring everything in, it's 2.5. If we bring half the stuff in, that's like, and we don't buy the building, we lease the building. So there's A, B, C, and D levels of what we could do. But all of them, for us to be able to get stuff out, like, we could invest in getting all of the Kydex bought and commissioned at the beginning of the year. I'm buying all the steel at the beginning of the year and just stacking that crap to the rafters, buy our tooling, all the stuff. Or we could.
You did buy a bunch of the steel for the year.
Last year. Tons. And now they're like, oh, we're kind of running out of stuff that you're supposed to be doing in December. I'm like, cool. So I'm going to miss my July, October, and December drops. How exciting. Exciting. But we're going to probably pivot to using some Nitro V, which is the same as that UBL anyway. So that's what we'll do with those. So we thought about keep it this way, extend lead times, which I don't want to do, and just kind of back off a little, I guess, so that we can get the grips and the Kydex to meet in the middle of the blades that we have, because we got overages on both sides and we just need to meet in the middle, or do it all. Machines, hire tons of people. The building that we're going to do it's big. It's really big, and it would be big enough for us to do everything except for nickel boron, which we're not going to do nickel boron because that cat is going insane out there. The EPA with working with a heavy metal, the fees is just not worth it. And putting in one of those lines is several.
Bring half in, just lease building. Do not buy all steel in one go.
That's the middle. That's
telling
B.
What could happen to economy
That's the thing. That's option B, and that's probably the most economical. I think personally, that's what I want to do. Bring in the 50% of all of our production. One, because if we get drilled by a tornado, that doesn't completely shut us down. And then two, that's a lot less money. So we thought about doing Stephen Clayton's idea that he had. I was thinking about this, and it was going to be a super surprise, where we do a founders club. So instead of having to get investors and sell equity or get ginormous loans from the government, because I'm a veteran and a small business or whatever, and interest loans, why can't the interest be in gifts to our supporters? So instead of pay 7% to the bank, why don't we let people crowdfund our new building and our bringing stuff in house and give them special blades?
Why wouldn't you buy a building right now? Tap 42 Al.
Well, commercial real estate is horrible right now. Commercial real estate is in the toilet. So, and you don't really know. I mean, we're less than 30 days out from a really, really crazy election. And
hey, Rob Mezzatesta.
I thought Rob was dead. Rob's never on here anymore. He's too busy.
Rob is in the building.
Never here anymore. He thinks because he's not from New York anymore.
Organic growth as you go is ideal with the way the world is, but you are not going anywhere, and neither are your customers.
Yeah, I mean, it is organic.
Just make sure to get insurance.
Yeah, we have done organic growth because you guys see there's other competitors of ours that are like advertising on TV and we have naturally just like boom blown up. So now
Mark Harris, like the Founders Club idea, don't bring in banks. Banks don't care.
That's what I'm saying. Like
us friends and real passionate investors who care about that.
And then you get something in return for that.
What are they going to get?
I don't know. I've been thinking through it, and maybe an affordable entry, and then mid-tier all the way up to and then how many people have asked us, and C-Dub might kill me for even mentioning this, have a picnic or a banquet or a meetup and shoot stuff and talk and plan and look over blades and see the shop. And, you know, like if you're in this tier, you know, it's 10 people, we go out to dinner, and this tier is we have a big banquet, or is that open to everybody? I don't know. I'm just kind of kicking it around thinking about the whole thing, because if we don't
crawfish boil.
Yeah, well, we got some people that could help us hook us up with
Trust
that.
Monkey said, what about a knife making summer camp to raise extra capital?
Yeah, it'd be stuff like that we would do. Like, you know, is it an event that we do? Or do we just do like you're a founder on tier, you know, 4, and then tier 1, just like in the ops community, tier 1's the tippity top, and, you know, you're like the super TKL badass. You know, what perks do you get? Or do we just go to the bank? I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's just something we're kind of kicking around, talking through. Maybe do some of that, because as it stands now, we've got to insulate ourselves from what looks like is an oncoming storm in the United States and the rest of the world. So if I'm reliant on this place to cut my steel into the shape of a knife and send it to me so I can shape it and then heat treat it, and then I got to send it out to nickel boron, well, are we going to do like a World War II style thing where everybody in the United States is using all the metal and all their resources to pound out freaking tank barrels and stuff? Who knows? I know that's a little bit like tin hat weird guy, but there's a lot of crazy stuff going on in the world. But if we own our manufacturing and it's between me, Jeremy, and one other dude, and we're all like this small, tiny group, we don't make tanks. We just make T.KELLs, you know, so we can kind of maintain our level and still not get overtaken by these juggernauts.
Founders Club, keep the big brother out as much as possible.
That's what I think. I mean,
obviously, it goes without saying. I know there's a lot of people that wouldn't be able to afford anything to help.
But they still love us in the respect that, you know, they buy blades. And you know what I mean? Like every time we do a drop, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
This would just be, what I don't want to do is what I've seen other companies do and take on a massive, massive amount of debt and grow too fast. What we're wanting to do is get all the stuff inside my doors in this new building. Has really opened up some opportunities, because this dude didn't want to sell this building, and the price and the size, and it is 3-phase, and it just fell in our lap. I'm telling you, it is 1/3 of market value. It's just a friend, business partner and friend of mine, they're two brothers. They knew this dude, and he's like moving, and he's like, hey, I got this. And then we're like, whoa, he didn't even want to sell it. And he's like,
the government will confiscate your shop to produce what it needs for World War III. If it happens.
Not if we're privately funded. Which, I mean, let's be honest. We have enough guys in the military and police sectors that use our blades that we would make stuff for that if asked, you know. But we have more control of that if we own the machines.
T.KELL will be pounding out tank barrels too in the new building, Big Brother says.
That's right. Maybe littler stuff, you know. There's actually another
Founders Club. Wait, where did it go? Founders Club does sound cool with exclusive blim giveaways.
Yeah, it'd be that.
Yeah, Tim, you'll have to.
There'd be a Founders Blade, and then I mean, we need to have a yearly get together anyway. You know what I mean? People have asked for that 1,000,000 times. So maybe, I don't know, just an idea. If Steven's on, he can confuse the shit out of you, try to explain to you how that thing works. It hurt my head. I was like, oh.
We got people saying ops hawk ? Exclamation.
Yeah. Well, you know, you can buy one later. This is real talk.
We are going to show that.
Yeah, I mean, we got plenty of time. So you just take a nap or something. Wake up at the end and ask again. But there is no ops hog if we don't get a bigger building. How about that? How about that action?
Pete's sake said Founders Club with a K.
Yeah, just 1 K though. Otherwise, you're treading on some.
Is that some joke I don't know about? It's probably like from some movie.
T.KELL.
Yeah, I know, but
Club with
I
a K.
thought that, but then I was like, what if it's like some movie I don't know about?
Yeah, it's like TKT. T.KELL Tactical's got that nice ring to it. What'd you say?
Would there be a $100 a month tier from Dan Ringman?
Well, what we were going to do is just like a once a year you buy in.
Gathering.
And you get the whole
gathering
thing.
Around the time of Blade Show would be convenient from Lee, mistold.
Yeah, because we're an hour and a half from Blade Show. We just rent one of those limousine party buses.
Lebo, you're making us so fat with your chips.
Oh, bro.
Those are the best chips I've ever tasted in my life.
There's a couple in there that are like
okay, so why are chips
stars.
so good when they come from the factory like that? They're so different. Sorry, Justin. He asked how much is the Founders Club, and I saw his name, and I was like, oh, he sent us those chips.
I mean, the way Steven presented it, I don't know, was it 2 years ago, year ago? I don't know. It was like a monthly amount. I was like, nobody's going to pay that, man. I don't think. He's like, yeah, they would. Trust me. People would do it.
JTS, yes, the Warthog has jimping. It's awesome. Tim's favorite grip on it is probably black. Warrior or black.
Mm-hmm. The black looks so good. Look, the new one. Here, let's show it. This is how I was carrying mine. It is real. It just got this. We got
Mark. He lives close to Snyder's, and he sent like a whole. But we've got them in
Hanover, PA.
Yeah,
it's where the Snyder's is.
And yeah, the trade. We didn't. We'll do the trade.
Yeah, we didn't get
whatever it was you said you wanted.
Yeah, faux show. I'll show those in a minute. Anyway, it's a Warthog. So it's got that consistency. These three gems along that flat, and it just looks freaking. Oh, and it's got a nice thick tip for being a slicey blade. But this thing, I've been carrying this thing a lot.
They're sold out now.
Fell in love with it over again.
Now everybody's gonna want it.
Well, we have extra. That's what we're talking about with this whole other thing. Is that we got lots more of everything, like 200 or 300 more of all these blades, but. Those blades are here, and then the sheaths and grips are way the hell over here because company A grew times 10, and anyway, it's stupid. But somebody said monthly. What we were thinking about doing was just do like a one-time boom. Like, this is your yearly thing. You get a card, or I don't know. And then we go buy the stuff, and then we all get together.
Any word on the extended grip?
Yeah, I think we're going to have to resin print some of those for prototyping. I know a couple guys that come to mind that are like, look, I'll test it for you, because our machine shop is at capacity right now. So the new stuff, new projects are
So Steven said I can do a monthly investment depending on tier levels. I may not have the income to do a one-time annual. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It's not like everybody is rolling in the dough to just give
yeah, we're not talking about like 10 grand. You know what I'm saying? Like, that'd be crazy. I don't know.
How are the 005s coming along?
It could be a stupid
Any chance
idea.
you guys have had time on the range? Yes, he spent last Sunday after the live on the range.
Lots of time.
Fantastic time.
Lots of time. I probably shot 1,000 rounds. So the 5s, we're working on the Kydex on those right now. So I have an S-ton of 5s in the shop done, but I don't have the sheaths in the shop done.
Is that a Mercenary in Hades and Dark? No, that's the Ops Striker that we're going to show.
Yeah, that's not even, that's a secret.
That's a resin printed Ops Striker.
Yeah, that's a big part of what we're talking about. And then CW, because she's my wife and she's awesome and she's real pretty. I like to advertise her because I like that lady.
Honey, Collective Mind says, why is my 002 so ugly compared to the knives you show on stream? It looks like it had a thick layer of varnish brushed on with deep parallel horizontal lines.
I don't know.
Can you send us an email? We don't want you to have a blade you think is ugly.
Yeah, we certainly don't have varnish. I mean, we do spray them with an oil before we ship. You could probably wipe that off. But that might be hard for some people. There are manufacturing lines here. See, that's the machining lines, and that actually reduces drag because you have less surface than a flat grind.
My mom said that
Touching it?
hat and shirt is a good look together, son. That's what I said. I said that shirt is our best looking shirt.
I mean, did you try wiping varnish? That's weird. I mean, we use Boar Products lube, but that doesn't sound like lubricant.
Stuart Papa Bear says Greg Medford just did a fundraiser to avoid going to banks by selling $1,000 black card that gives you rights to a specially designed knife next year. That's a great idea.
So I need to look at that because that's really, really similar to what I was going to do. So, yeah. So I thought the cool guy blade should be Damascus from Baker Forge. That was my thought. Like your membership thing, and they're all numbered. The quicker you get in, or the higher the tier, the lower your number is. You know what I'm saying? Out of the Baker Forge Damascus, and then we do the custom screws.
Well, is that 003 you have over there, G10 or my card? I don't know what you had on it.
This 3?
But no, seriously, to the person that didn't like the 002, just reach out. I mean, we don't have a...
That's literally, I've never heard anything like that.
We have a no questions asked return policy.
Yeah, I mean...
And I am curious what you're talking about. I'd like to see a picture.
Yeah, that's pretty weird because there's a lot of people that are on here right now that have those and they don't have varnish on theirs.
Christopher Lehman, I like the manufacturer lines. Give some personality. Yeah,
there's also that we have the ability to take those out. That's G10, black G10. But
it's probably the machine lines. It's not 100% smooth.
Yeah, so I had the option, and we talked about this, Jeremy and I, early on, that when you have those checker patterns on your knife, there's less surface area, and combined with the nickel boron, they cut better because it's less drag. It's just like when you see those chef knives that they put those grooves in to keep your tomatoes and stuff from sticking. It's that same premise, so that we can have our lower grind lines and a beefier blade but still get higher cutting. So that's why we don't grind those out. A lot of companies, they take and sandblast their machine marks out, like really heavy sandblast. That creates a lot of drag.
Honey, we have this guy that joins us. He's joined us the last 2 weeks, and he does all these little poetic quibs, like little riddles that he puts on here. They're so cute.
I have no idea what you're talking
here's
about.
One. In a land where blades are keen, T.KELL knives are the sharpest seen. Enter the giveaway. Don't delay. A tactical knife could be yours today.
Are these haikus?
No, but he does them like he'll do a bunch
like off
of
the cuff?
Yeah, the whole time.
Oh, you're writing them down? I love it. Let's make t-shirts for that. I'm gonna
How do you say your name? Is it Milos or Milos Radic? So yeah, let's do a giveaway. Since you're talking about giving away tactical blades. How about a stalker, a night stalker?
You want to do a stalker?
A regular night stalker.
Okay. I mean, I have one over here just showing it off.
Show it vertically because I got the screen up there. Yep, there you
go. Vertical.
Still our most popular blade.
Oh.
Isn't it?
Oh, yeah, for sure. But we just haven't been able to sell them because I have 1,600 of them sitting in the shop that I need to get out because, you know, I like paying for things that I can't sell. That's my favorite thing in the whole wide world to do. That's what I'm going to do. 1,600.
What grips are those?
What?
Are those the special grips we're working on?
Oh, okay. Dang, man.
Sure, because I was like, what color is that?
Nothing slips past you, man. So here's the thing. You don't even know this, so here's the secret.
I'm going to take you off of here now.
I had both... 2 of these protos of our magic space age material on the table last week, and not a single person noticed. Nobody noticed.
It doesn't look a whole lot different. It's just not a color that I recognize.
It won't. I mean, that's a charcoal, but you won't be able to tell the difference.
Put you back over here, honey.
Over here on the coffee screen. Coffee can? Coffee talk? Yes, I'm going to stand back here now. I'm way back. Whoa, I tripped over Lebo's stuff. Let's talk about his stuff.
And I got a book, too, from Mark Kane.
Yeah, let's do a book.
He sent me an It's a Wonderful Life book.
Yeah, look, y'all don't even know she loves books. And she loved this movie. So together...
Well, I don't love books that
She likes
much,
the idea of books.
but no, I like this. I like.
She actually can't read.
I like books. I'm just not like this huge book reader, but I like. Books.
She loves this book.
Yes, and the Bible, and some other books.
Bible verse. This.
I'm only saying that because they're going to think I'm like this big avid book reader, and they're going to start sending me books. When you said she loves books.
Well, what I meant to say was she loves the movie, and I misspoke, and I was trying to go with it, and you called me out. So that's
our daughter loves books. She
she has a library
full, but
and that's not a kid. There's
I do
thousands
like a book
of books
here and
in her
there,
library.
but I'm not like.
Yeah.
But this one is so cool. It's like from a biblical perspective.
Let's just let camera wife call me out all day. That's what we're gonna do. You misspoke, and I tried to run with it. Whatever.
But it was so sweet that he said that.
She was really, really touched by that.
Yeah,
hey,
I've been reading it. I got it on I have it on the end table in the living room.
Yeah, which is strange because if I put anything on the end table, I get hit and flogged with things. Who put crap on my table?
Jefferson Davis, which April order? We have shipped a ton of April orders, and there are still some outstanding.
Yeah, y'all. We shipped like 400 or 500 blades the last few weeks. It's because I've been sitting on these, and I think I told you guys at the beginning of the year, my plan was to sell 100 blades out of a batch and make the whole batch. And then when we got all those shipped, I was going to do our quarterly drops because we already.
That's awesome, Will. I think it's great to be like.
That hasn't worked.
Because our daughter loves reading so much. I'm like, it's so awesome that you will read and not be stuck in your phone. Because most people are just stuck in their phone. It's so much better if you just like read.
Well, let me tell y'all a story about how cool our kids are. So.
Hold on, let me read this, honey. Can you exchange a knife ordered before it ships for something different?
Yeah, we do it all the
just
time.
reach out.
Yeah, but hurry.
And Roz said he'll take his 002 in this new material. He'd be happy to test it out. Trust Monkey, the black and red knife is the Ops Striker prototype. Did we show it while you were over there?
Well,
we need to show it?
No, we're talking about our kids. They don't want to see that. Nobody cares about the Ops Striker. So, yeah. When iPhone did the whole, where you can do satellite text messaging, because we're in the mountains, if we lose power here or the cell towers, well, we don't get cell service here, so we have to be on Wi-Fi. And our power goes out here because somebody sneezed a quarter mile up the road. It really sucks a lot.
Yes. If it didn't go out, it's probably that we don't have your handle color. We may be out of a handle color that you ordered.
Is this annoying on the microphone? It's fun to do. Anyway, so I said, look, we need to update our youngest daughter. She does not have a phone and will not until she's 16, 17, 18, maybe. I don't know.
Gray Man grips, we still... Wait, they're coming. Yes, they're coming next week.
No, we got 6 boxes on the freaking porch yesterday.
For agents, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I haven't opened them and looked to see if it was the Gray Man material, but there are 6 boxes on our porch.
CW, twist Tim's arm and do a limited run of Huntsman's.
Look, though, if I in-house all the freaking stuff to make the small, stupid parts that are holding us up, that's no problem. I really want to do it. I swore up and down, I'm not going to do that.
Danielle, that's so interesting that I can see that. Yeah. People, but I don't know if it's a she, but I think it is. When books and literacy became popular, it said the olds complained about the kids being stuck inside books daydreaming. Yeah. But it's crazy. The lesser, it's now
we'd be happy to do that. So I was talking about this new iOS where you could satellite message. I'm like, look, we're in areas all the time without service. And the newer iPhones get satellite messaging, and now we can message each other. So I told our oldest daughter, I said, look, I'm going to get you this new one. And she has like an iPhone 1. Not really. It's old as crap. They don't support it anymore. They don't send updates for the thing anymore. And she's like, I don't want it. I'm like, what? But it's for communications. She's like, I don't want it. Can I have a flip phone? And
Walter Street, this is a huge problem. We've probably lost, I don't know how many blades to USPS. Please reach out. The only thing we've been able to do is file complaints with them.
And nothing happens.
And replace people's stuff because they're just getting lost.
So that one box of combatants that we lost.
Well, it's one of those things where there's no update since the 20th.
Oh.
I hate when that happens.
Well, they lost 3 boxes of blades this year that were go into nickel boron. So
please, y'all email us whenever
Yeah.
if you're not, because somebody just asked about a striker. Striker should have gone out. It could be that your striker order is on a different order that hasn't shipped yet, like a different knife.
Yeah, if you ordered 2 together and we thought strikers were going to go first, I don't know.
But please, reach out
because that's odd that would not be gone long ago. So
and Rodrigo Ramirez, did you say that you're on your 4th 001?
Are you?
He's ordered 4. That's awesome.
I remember. I think you sent an email about that. Did you email? Did you order more? I think it's wicked, man. I love that thing. And it's inspired an entire new line, and that's doing very, very well.
Yeah, we actually have books as part of our what do you call it?
I don't know.
Prepper stash.
Yeah. I mean, kind of.
I have like all the classic books because I'm like, one day they're probably going to burn them all and say they're all like.
Look at what happened in Nazi Germany. Y'all think 1945 was a long time ago? It really wasn't. In case you were curious, it wasn't.
FMFs. We're shipping FMFs right now, Leon.
Yeah. I'm
going to give away this stalker, so we're going back over to the table.
Oh, dude. But anyway, I thought it was cool that she did not want a new cell phone. That really impressed me. She's like, no, I won't take it. I'm like, okay, good.
Tim should make an autobiography.
Man, I have been around and done a lot of stuff.
Madsen.
I recognize your name.
Yeah, he's the one that just got the trainers for the 003.
Nice.
Show it vertical.
No.
Do you have a Night Stalker, Anthony?
You'll never be the same, man. There's a reason this is our #1 selling blade.
I bet he has one. I bet he already has one.
Look at this thing, though. I mean, look, your complete knuckle alignment. See? You don't even feel that in there. Forward and reverse grip. Is this an advertisement for a Night Stalker? This blade.
He says I have 2, LOL. You want to
Merry
get
Christmas
something
to
else?
somebody else?
Well, we can see if we have something else he doesn't have.
Yeah. Ungrateful Madsen.
What else? Y'all start commenting what you want. What other blade you want me to give away?
If we have it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, if we have it.
So, yeah. Cool kids. We have cool kids. Let's talk about chips.
I love my Night Stalker CG so much I want a second one from Cobra. Yes.
Yeah, we're supposed to re-release those.
The CG's like an incredible blade.
Okay, look. So
2.0. Can we give away a 2.0?
Yeah, I got tons of those. Look.
Nautilus. V3.
Lots and lots and lots of pickle chips. If you guys don't understand, pickle chips are my freaking favorite. And because Lebo must be clairvoyant, he understood that my second favorite would be salt and vinegar. But I didn't try these yet. There's crab flavored ones. Those are really good. And then lots of kettle style chips.
Then we cannot give away a Pioneer.
And here's the thing. I noticed that this box is missing a bunch of chips. So we didn't have to talk. Family, y'all been stealing my chips. And those were for me so that I could switch into a 2X shirt. That's what they were for. No.
I see a bunch of people saying 003.
Look, man. So these crunchers, the dill pickle ones, are the best, I think, in this whole box. Should I show the boxes? The bags? Nobody care about these chips with me and my stomach. And then we'll look at the stuff we're doing that he also sent. I'm not going to put all the words that you wrote. So I had been curious about this company since Frank used one of their grips on his custom knife, but then he made his own grip, and I think it's actually better. So, hardcore.
Really? A lot of y'all told me to go to this booth when I was at Blade Show.
I didn't realize it, but they were behind me in the vendor line to get in the first day, and they're like, I know who you are. Super nice guys. So I understand why Frank used his grip as inspiration, but I will tell you the one that he handmade, which we're doing some 3D modeling on now to try to get it right, is better than this, but a great blade. And I like the coloring. This is another hardcore, right? Right.
What are they called? You said it's the predecessor to Didn't you tell me that's the predecessor to that company?
No, somebody else told you that. Somebody told you.
Oh, I thought you told me that.
No, you told me.
So this is called hardcore.
That's what it
you
says on the
told-
blade. No, somebody else told you that. Because you shared that with me.
Oh, I thought you
He
told
said,
me that.
no, man, I don't know nothing about no knife companies.
Okay.
So, there's a dagger, and this is the way that they get the pinky grip. So, really cool ideas. Heavy Cerakote on these blades, too. They're probably durable. And then their trainer.
Christopher Giaquinto says TCQ is amazing, melts in hand and disappears when carrying. Not sure why it wasn't a huge seller.
I don't know. I think because Steve didn't take the time to push
half-breed
this.
blades are the new ones. Hardcore doesn't exist anymore. That's what I said. You told me that.
No, you told me that.
No, you told me that.
Somebody told you on Instagram, or you looked it up, or something.
Okay, yeah. So they were at Blade Show, and people were telling me to go to their booth, but I didn't go because they were beside our.
And there was something on this letter about a ceramic knife that I don't see. I've dug through here, or maybe I can't read your gibberish. I don't know, but I don't see it in the box. I would eat the chips live and in person, but crunchy things are how I lose my life in this
Vicky
house.
Artist wants to know about the neck knife.
It is paused. It is on pause until we clear out these 4,000 blades that I don't have grips and she's done for yet because material sucks.
Caleb says, wow, what was that blue thing you just had?
That was
Caleb, no, I didn't
trainer.
see your messages yet. I'll go look. We didn't see. He said he sent some messages on Facebook about his cut.
Weird. I don't know. That'd be odd that we wouldn't get them, right?
I'm sure they're there. We haven't had a chance.
I know we're crazy
We
busy.
get lots of messages.
Lots. But that was the trainer for that blade. Half breed now. They changed names. I don't know why, but they did. Yeah.
Accomplished sheaths, Mark. I think they're almost done, right?
Yeah, actually, we got done. I know Seth was working on the accomplished sheaths Friday, and I saw a box of them done. I was like, yes.
Do you have any FMFs in here?
No, because we got the blades back from Nickel Boron, and I immediately started sharpening them. And then you stole my other one and gave it to a church.
Yeah.
True story. She stole my.
Well, we're getting
FMF.
it back, but
maybe. Maybe.
You have grips and sheaths for O2. Yes, Ryan. And you can email us.
Yep.
I saw your comments on YouTube. Please email us so we can look up your order.
What is this?
It may be a grip that we're out of. With my first T.KELL knife, the Night Stalker, I pretty much stopped carrying folders from Aaron Vargas.
That's why I came up with the blades, because I carried folders too, and I kept breaking them, and then they were slow to deploy, and that's kind of the birth of T.KELL. Because I always broke them, and they were slow. Like if I needed it out, I couldn't just and have it ready.
What knife are you carrying?
Me?
Yeah.
The Nautilus.
We'll see it.
The OG.
Show it.
The original, and I'm really excited because we have found a way forward. So, long story short, I know you guys heard me mention that we had 1,600 Night Stalkers just sitting, and we've been unable to release those. Something happened with the mixing head on the water jet, and it made them too small in these areas. So, that's a lot of waste. So, they're just there. So, we're going to turn them into these. That's how this kind of got in. I hand ground these in, and then we're going to remachine all those. But the problem is, like I said, if this is not a Sunday Cry Fest. This is just what's going on. We can't take up
April Piranha, not the Jedi. Did you have stainless?
Yeah, those are.
We did put it on the newsletter, but we haven't emailed individual orders, people with individual orders, but those are delayed, the stainless ones.
Yeah, but
they're almost done.
At Nickel Boron, like officially at Nickel Boron. So it'll take them a couple weeks to do what they do and then get them back to me. I'll sharpen them, double click sheath, double click. Hey, did that work for whoever asked about that?
I don't know. Casey.
Casey? Did it work? Anyway, so we're going to remachine all of the Knife Stalkers that are just chilling, just kind of hanging out, and make custom grips for them. Because I've been hand making 5 or 6, and Every time we post them, people snatch them up. The handmade ones. So
I asked y'all what y'all wanted me to give away. It looked like I saw 003 the most.
Man, 003 has been probably
comment more if you want something else.
It's been the most popular of all of them, I think, so far.
Because it's a CG Night Stalker on the Agent grip,
and it's incredible. It's incredible. I wanted it to be Agent 002, but I got outvoted, and everybody said, no, do the Wharncliffe first. Whatever.
Combatant 002. Okay, I'm seeing some different answers. 001.
Yeah, so if we do the whole founder thing, then I'll be able to. People are like, man, you guys ever going to release Fill in the Blank? Well, I got shitloads of blades. Would you like it without a grip or a sheath? Would you?
Stephen Clayton wants a Warthog with extended grips. You got to get him some extended grips.
Yeah, he's actually one of the people I was referring to that I would send some to test. It's just, you get these people. Look at this. So they go, hey, man, I'll rip your material out. And you're like, awesome. And then like 3 weeks, they're like, did you rip my material out? Oh, yeah, we had some problems. Cool. Can I give my customers your number? Because I've been telling them for a year that I'm going to be done with these, and you can't seem to get me G10. I would really appreciate if you would do that. So,
Agent series with combatant thick grips would be sweet. What does that mean? Combatant thick?
Well, we use 3/16 thick G10 on everything, like this kind of thick. So
the butter knife we're still planning on doing on Patreon for a whatnot.
Yeah, we were going to do that whatnot auction because you guys are weird and you like that knife.
And Hunter said, I hope those extended grips go into production with extra large hands. It would be super nice.
Oh, man, I'm telling you.
We get a lot of requests.
I wish I'd never talked about it and just been like, bam, here these are, instead of a year. It's like, why? Why?
Good morning, EF. He said, good morning, T.KELL family.
Morning, brother.
Queen just stopped in to say good morning. I'm on the road to DC for the ASA show with T.KELL knives in hand.
Awesome, brother. I do need to get your other ones to you. I keep forgetting to do that. So dumb.
Adversary. Goonie wants to know about the adversary. I saw the sheath.
Yeah. So we're working overtime, literally overtime, and got the stupid first batch of the adversary sheaths done. And they are, if you guys don't know that.
Can you show that little video?
Yeah, I can do that.
So you can show the sheath?
I can do that. Let me,
And EF says, I didn't forget about the hats, just need a week off the road to send
That's how I am, brother. It is so crazy busy. And I need to call my other buddy.
Pete's Sake says, any new axe sketches or updates?
Well, we pushed it. Yeah, so with our other, with two machine shops. With our secondary machine shop, that's the home of the combatants and the adversaries, and it was going to be the home, well, is the home of the DP1, and then our other collab on the Wharncliffe Piranha, and then after that was going to be the axes that we're going to do. So it's supposed to be once a month. Well,
Miss Told is asking about info card update.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I told you guys that I needed that in a different size because I'm an idiot. And I said, yeah, just run them in a bigger size because the size I said was too small.
He's talking about, y'all, he's talking about a card that's going to start coming with.
Yeah, so him and Pete's Sake designed this thing together. And I think Pete's Sake did all of the design work on it. And it is so freaking cool. And I said, hey, let's make it. I forget what I said. And Pete was like, are you sure? I just want them to fit in the new, because the new shipping bag is going to be the tack bags when we run out of all the boxes. And I was like, yeah, it needs to fit in there. So we get it back and it's like microscopically tiny. And my reaction and Pete's Sake's reaction was freaking hilarious. Because, so.
They want to see the Ops Striker, honey.
No, not at all. So I said, I'm dumb. And I thought I said, make them bigger. And I haven't heard anything. Or you guys are probably likely waiting on me for some aspect of that.
And you forgot.
And I forgot.
Morning, T. Jones Beeman.
Where's that video? I thought I saved that. Nice. I gotta 1.5 million pictures in here.
I miss those cards you all used to send with the order. You talking about the business cards?
Woo!
Hunter? Yeah, those were cool.
Yeah, you know why we don't do those anymore? Because CW handles you people. Here it is.
Showing it over here.
Yep. Can you see it? Let me. I gotta start it over. How do you?
The gray and black shirts are available. We just have to add them to the website, as always.
There they are. We're done with them. Woo! Awesome. So, officially done.
Chad Taylor, what's the status of the April accomplished orders? We are shipping those.
Yeah, we got the sheets done with those Friday, like buffed, ready. Freaking, we put the clips on them, and we're gonna start rocking those out this week. That's gonna be a big part of our goal this week to get those out.
Include the old business card in the pack for foundation members. That's a good idea.
I could do that because.
Yeah.
So you know who used to make those business cards? C-Dub.
Yeah, I did.
I created that design on the laser. It took me for freaking ever to translate Mandarin to English and make those business cards. And she would sit there and just go, do them. And our old boxes were engraved like that. And the emails started getting big, and then she decided to help me do YouTube stuff. So she got completely just pulled away to do that. So I asked other people to help me do something. So I don't know what's up, Miss Toll. Where them cards is, man? And shit. That's it.
All right, let's show the Ops blades that everybody's been waiting on.
No.
Are we about to sell Ops Hawks and Ops Strikers? There is people that have been...
That's an email for Georgie there, Dustin.
What?
The Piranha Century grip is not on the website.
Yeah, it is.
I don't know. He said it wasn't.
It is.
I'm okay. Cool.
I've seen it on there.
All right. So here's the Ops Hawk.
Did you guys notice Montana Knife Company new knife drop looks a lot like T.KELL?
Oh, man. Zipper mouth. I got nothing to say about that shit.
Zipper mouth ×2.
Let's just say that some T.Kellians jumped on one of their posts and kind of said the same thing. Look, I don't know what they're doing over there. I know that dude.
Yes, a lot of people have been waiting on these.
So we have done one run in history of the Ops Hawks, and that was for Blade Show 2 years ago. Crazy to think. So we made a big batch. It was going to be a big splash, and then we got them back, and the nickel boron was coming off of them. So we lost half the batch. Just smoked because we sent them back out, and then replating them, something happened and it destroyed the steel, so they look like cancer.
I don't even think, if y'all haven't felt the handle on this,
so
it is so good.
Let's put it up next to the.
Those are, is that warrior grips?
No, these are multicam.
Oh.
So people have asked the difference between that and the Agent series. So the Ops series gives you a traditional full handle with a little bit more sticking out for driving, and then it kind of has a little bit of a hook in there as well.
Yeah, but is it not the most like butter? Like it just melts into your hand, and I don't normally say that about handles, but man, it's a good handle.
And we've been trying
to get better than the Agent handle.
We've been trying to get these back into production forever. Well, now we got the freaking steel, and I already have an S load of these sheaths because somebody thought I said 50 sheets. Let's make 50 sheets worth of Ops Hawk sheaths instead of 50 sheaths. So we literally have like 300 sheaths sitting in the shop for 1.5 years that are done. Because when you make a sheet of sheaths, that is 4 times as many. So we got a bunch. But
that's the 003 in black.
So this is the comparison between the Agent series, which was designed around clandestine carry. So I wanted as much grip as I could possibly get in a narrower, shorter blade so that you could conceal carry that. That's the whole design premise. You know, Agents are undercover, and the Ops series is a bigger More
Is that
like
micarta on that 003?
No, that's just G10.
G10,
It's just a little chalky because it needs to be oiled. But stupid animal tearing up my bag. So the Ob series is for an operator, right? Big plate carrier, long blade. You need a little bit more blade on this thing to get more penetration. See, the blades on the Op series are considerably longer. So that's the two side by each, but you can see my design flare in both. This has got this little palm bump out that pushes that into the meat of your hand. It's stupid. So I designed 4 blades on this a long time ago. We actually have an order in a bin from a patron from a year ago. He said, I don't care how long it takes. I want the Op Striker. And he bugged the piss out of me until I just took his money. And so look, the Ops Hawk was born from the Nighthawk. Hold, please. I have it on good authority that you should not say that to your spouse if she's not CW, because one of the guys that works for us said that to his spouse and he got in trouble.
Tim JK, I believe if the grip is out of stock, it just won't let you keep ordering.
That's right. So you see the Ops Hawk, a 2-inch longer version of the Nighthawk, and a taller blade, so a lot more blade. And so,
do you have a striker? Is that the striker blade that's on there?
Yes.
Okay, somebody wants to see. Nick wants to see them together.
You're ahead of me, Nick. Slow your roll, pimpin'.
Davey Z, I picked up a Blem Ops Hawk when I first joined Patreon. That's awesome. Yeah, they had some nickel blems, but the sheath is going to be improved.
When we took the nickel boron off, because you just reverse polarity on a plating process and it falls off. Well, it ate the steel, like ate it. So,
man, it's too bad the blade couldn't be black. That looks so good with
I know, man.
grips.
Well, we could. It just wouldn't be nickel boron. It'd have to be like Cerakote, which sucks. Sorry.
Well, everybody always says, why don't you do DLC?
DLC sucks too, you guys. You know that. I mean, it eventually wears off. It's not slick like nickel boron. See how matte that nickel boron doesn't reflect? Anyway, so the Ops Striker.
When do y'all want us to drop these?
Ops grip on the Striker blade. So this is the final prototype. Jeremy sent the file over to me yesterday, and I printed it, or the day before I printed it. So this is it. We have the final done. I think we.
What about NT7 coating? What about black wash?
We'll see. What's NT7? We could do like a black wash, or what a lot of people do, the Birchwood KC deep black etch, and then tumble it. But that comes off really, really easily. And the reason we do nickel boron is because it's super slick and it's 10 on the Rockwell scale harder than the steel underneath. So that makes it really, really
slick. A lot
of
people are saying that they love the nickel boron the best.
Yeah, that's that, you know. So you got the Ops Striker and the Striker. What that inspired it.
I think that people that really appreciate good quality, like high.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. Nickel boron is not cheap. It's not.
I mean, I'm more like cosmetic, like, oh, that black looks cool, but I do know that it comes off.
Which is cool because CW and I kind of meet in the middle on stuff like that, where I'm like, no, look, this is a high-end material. We make high-end stuff for an affordable price. We're sticking with nickel boron.
Doesn't Microtech put that on their internals?
Internals, yep. Actually, they came to the booth when we launched the stuff, and he goes, he said, nickel boron on a blade, that's a really good idea. And I'm like, thanks. And I saw on his shirts, it's not Anthony, but his son. I always forget his name. The tall dude.
He said NT7 is nickel Teflon, more matte finish. Is it that stuff we used before that?
No, not MMT with the Duralon. We tried that.
Stephen Clayton said nickel boron has spoiled us. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, and we used to be able to get it in what we call the battle worn. So here's that. It's black.
Yeah, I mean, why do you want to get a black coating if the second you use it, it's just going to scrape off?
That's why we went away from the battle worn, because it turns the nickel black, but just going in and out of the sheath. I mean, some people are really aesthetically minded, right? And for me, I'm going to beat the crap out of my blades. I make them to have the crap beat out of them. We are making Damascus blades eventually for people that want to have them pretty. But it just, I wish that we could get a durable nickel boron in black. Because nickel boron is one of the strongest substances on the planet. Literally. It's like a 72 on the Rockwell scale, and it's super slick. It started its life as a bearing coating. So when you cut with a nickel boron blade, it just glides through stuff with a thicker blade. So you guys have all seen the videos. It gives that cutting ability of like a much thinner blade, but you get the durability from a high carbon steel. Thick blade. But look at this thing. Are we done over here?
We can be.
I'm just saying, though.
Hold on, let me go back.
That op striker. I've been so excited to get this done. So my thought is, why don't we do an ops drops? Ops drop. So an ops drop.
Ops drop.
Which was supposed to be the October 1 drop. Do the ops, the pair of them, the striker, and then do CGs and Nighthawks. Because that's what would have been on the October drop, and then we're almost done recouping from the July where we were not able to do piranhas and night stalkers in mass again.
Yeah, that's true, Danielle Clark. Zach.
What?
Good point. Not to do like a cheap black coating because people would complain.
Yeah, I mean,
off at our price point.
It looks cool. I just can't do it because it looks cool. And I think you guys appreciate that. And then we had some people go, I'll just get it Cerakoted myself. And I'm like, you won't. It's going to come off. And I'm like, no, Cerakote sticks to everything. And then they send me pictures and go, hey, Cerakote doesn't stick to nickel boron. I'm like, nothing does, by the way. And you have to grind it off. You cannot sandblast nickel boron off. It's not going to chip off. It's not going to flake. Even if you dent the metal underneath, it's not a plating line. It becomes part of the substrate.
What about, like, didn't that company put black Cerakote on their kitchen knives? Like, what in the heck?
That's
crazy.
I don't understand that.
What about the black coating that's on pistol slides? I'm not sure what it's called.
Something that's different for everybody else, but the problem with that is it cures at 900 degrees. So a pistol slide is much more ductile because it's got to absorb that impact more than a blade. So the Rockwell on a pistol slide is much lower. So like a blade is 62. We run both of ours in the low to mid 60s.
The op striker going to have jimping?
I don't know. Do we put jimping in the thumb ramp because everything has it now? I think we should.
Yeah, I think we should.
But I mean, I was holding out on this blade because we were talking and I was trying to get it to be the next Legion blade with SIG, and then they just offended me last week when they did their collab with Half Face on the new Reserve series. And I'm like, you know what? I'm not giving you guys the Legion blade anymore. I'm going to sell it to my people. Actually, that's not at all how it happened. I just wish that they would because I have a lot of Legions and I like them. And this is like a really classy, high-end.
Nick Bonomo said mild jumps, not those big-ass jumps.
I like the big-ass jumps, Bonomo.
Look, he is a serious collector. He knows what he's talking about.
I'm a big-ass dude, so we put the big jumps because...
He said tiny, tasteful jump.
This is distasteful. It's a combat blade, and we were issued leather shooting gloves in the Marine Corps, and jimping don't do nah. On them little baby
big ass jumps.
And baby jumps. What are we going to call them? Did I pronounce his name right? Pronounce it for me correctly, please.
Who? Nick Bonomo?
Bonomo. Bonomo's baby jumps. That's what we're going to call them. B squared. That's the little B squared jimping. Welcome.
I love it. I think we should put that on our knife descriptions. Like if it's the small ones, we call them baby jumps. Or big ass jumps.
Yeah. BAJs and BBs. Baby jumps and big ass jumps.
Mark Kane said badonkadonk jumps.
That's right, man. Look, I got no acetol. I take that medicine daily. I got none of that. But the big heavy jimpings do help with gloves, and that's the thing. And plus, they look real cool with my grenade texture. JS. I like them.
Do you think reverse Tontos will be ready for Christmas stocking stuffers?
So
I hope, but oh man.
we have the steel and ADCRV in those. So probably.
Let me do a giveaway while we have 350 on here.
While we talk about hard to hear things, give them some free stuff.
Well, a lot of people started saying 002 also, but I'm going to go first with the 003. Hashtag 003. This is for the Agent 003. Actually, you can see it pictured here.
I'm just saying.
Second knife with the black grips.
Who's
That's
excited?
what this is for.
That's a 3.
Yeah.
Who's excited for this wicked thing? I don't even know.
So we'll do a reservation.
We're probably going to have to run the reverse Tonto AEBLs in Nitro V. Because Germany. Frank. With the H. They're really slow on the steel production. So I don't know if they're gearing up for war or what, but I just want my steel. Look at the blade length on this. You guys should make a striker with a 5-inch blade. Okay, next. So handle to tip is right at 5, sharpened edge. Somebody got mad about this tape measure the other day, and I don't really care. 4.5. Anyway, big old pig sticker. Lightweight. Jazzed.
So do we have an idea when we are going to do that drop?
I don't know. What do they want to do? This was supposed to be October 1st.
What else is going to be on there? Just those?
The opsises.
We are not doing the Tav Tonto yet, though. We're saving that.
Because material.
Yeah.
Just saying. We really...
So let's see what's...
Well, let's just do it right now. Let's launch the Founders Club. So I can get this stupid machinery in here. And we can double our production on grips and sheaths. For goodness sake. It just makes me... It just...
How do you do that? Like, how did Medford do it? Is it like a Kickstarter kind of a thing? Or you just... How did he do his fundraiser?
That's cool, though. I mean, at least I wouldn't be the only idiot trying to do that. I just... It's like...
Piranha Warncliffe. Okay, DP1 is in production. Piranha Warncliffe might be in production starting around like December.
I think we're going to be able to get it in production this year. Pretty sure. We got to clear the log jam. Now, if I go buy a whole bunch of machines, that's going to affect 2025's ability to get stuff out faster. Not this year. So we're trying, you know what I'm saying? We're trying to get, it's like a perfect storm kind of situations, you know, where we've had stuff.
So what do you
lost.
think?
And
when do you think we're going to drop those?
I don't know. Do
Like
people
next
want me to do
week,
it? I mean,
weeks?
2 weeks? Do they want to drop them now? Or do they want me to?
Yeah, people said yeah. And how many are you going to do? 100 of each?
Do you think demand is there for 200 of each?
I don't know.
Because here's what's going to happen. If we put them on, you know, Patreon gets 48 hours. If we do,
Can you please measure the Ops Hawk as well? Bushman sheaths, question mark.
what about them?
Do we have Bushman sheaths, I
I
guess?
thought we did.
We've been shipping Bushman.
Yeah.
Georgie said we'll use the website. No need to use any third-party site. Oh, okay.
Yeah, we were talking about that this morning. So
Monday, question mark.
that's quick, man. I don't know. Here's the thing. If we drop those at Patreon, same blade length on that turbo, 4.5 on the sharpened edge of the Ops Hawk. Cool. I'm just like...
Okay, so you have a Bushman sheath, or you have a Bushman on order. Is that what it is? We Fight the Dark? If it hadn't shipped, it may be a grip, not a sheath. Because we already have the sheaths. Am I right on that, honey?
Sorry, I was playing with the cat. I thought you guys were having a talk.
No, we have the Bushman sheaths already, don't we?
Are we on the live right now?
Yes.
Oh, I thought it was cat time. Bushman sheaths, I'm pretty sure we do, unless we shipped all of them, which means we need to make more. And I...
Already says my Bushman was holding up my 3. So you have 3 blades on order? Okay.
Oh, you want us to ship all 3 at the same time? Is that what it is? Because if we were... we'll figure it out.
Ryan Henley says, my Ops Hawk and Piranha are the most carried of all my blades. Yeah, that Ops Hawk is awesome.
Look, it's not that people slept on it. They sold out.
Adam Kiwi said, drop them the 24th or the 25th. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking like maybe
24, 25?
Like a week or two.
Yeah. I mean, y'all understand. So, Tomas Alas, Tactical Tavern, if you guys don't know him, he has said to me so many times, and he said on video, we don't pay influencers, just so you guys know. He said the Ops Hawk is one of his favorite blades he's ever handled. I totally agree. If y'all have not seen that video from a couple years ago where he was spinning that thing around and stabbing that dummy, it's going to motivate you to go stick some stuff. Pigs, not people's. We don't do that. We don't.
Yeah, it's fast too.
It's so fast for a big blade, and it's awesome. It's so good.
Just make it after this upcoming Thursday so I can get paid first. LOL. Yeah, we probably need to give people time.
So you asked me 100 of each, 180 CRV, 100 an AEBL, but don't you think those will sell out on Patreon? Because people have been waiting for those for almost 2 years.
I don't know. Possibly.
I mean, there's what? How many? 450 patrons now? Just saying. Everybody's been waiting on that. And if we do like, we could do like an ops package set where you get some
power.
You get some money.
$2 lies. They pay me.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, he's out there.
Yeah, we pay him.
Raw fishing and T.KELL.
Hey, if we did do the whole T.KELL founders group,
will you cater it?
Will you? Yeah, I was dead serious. Like, if at the new building we got enough room to house, I don't know, we got enough room to house all the patrons, 450, but we could get 100 people in and around. And plus, just saying, it's on a piece of property in the mountains where you got 303 yards straight into a berm. I may or may not have taken my SIG binoculars and went, woo, 303 yards.
Kane said I'll help cater.
Hey, man. That's what
he said I'll bring a smoker.
Georgie was telling me. He's like, man, you should just do that. I'm like, man, I don't know. Shouldn't we just, you know, but
I need at least another. Okay, so let's give it at least a week or two so y'all can be prepared.
What is that?
For the ops.
So say the 14th. So the Halloween drop. Is that what we're saying?
Let me look at the date. So
today's the 13th. Tomorrow will be the 14th. We don't want to do
don't most people get paid on Fridays?
So we need to do it on Saturday?
On Friday or Saturday?
We used to do our drops on Saturdays.
So Saturday the 26th?
Is that what we're saying?
I don't know.
But what about the stupid folder project? You know what I'm saying? Like, if we do CGs, Hawks, and Ops drops, I think this thing's eating my retina.
He said 450s, no problem. Thank you, Huff Power, for the 2-something twice. Mark Kane said, have Yeti a full freezer and will travel.
The new shop. I'm so excited about it.
So, yeah, maybe a Halloween drop because it'll be like, you know, spooky Tonto.
Yeah. I mean, we pushed back 007, I guess. I don't know. This year sometime. We got a lot of stuff in the works. We just need it all to kind of get reorganized and put back together. That's the thing. Like, I told so many people, no way, man. This guy. Okay,
so are you not doing Night Stalker CGs and piranhas and all that stuff?
Yeah, don't we do all that? Or is that too many blades?
I don't know.
Is CGs, Hawks, and Opsises too many?
003, if you haven't entered hashtag 003.
Look at this animal. Goodness gracious. Look, you can't see it. It looks like I'm doing nothing. Ready?
Wait, I'm not. Hold on. I took you off of there.
I just want you to see that you can't see that I... Is this like Inspector Gadget? Am I on there still or no?
I'm about to do the giveaway.
Oh, okay. So I'm just holding this cat for no reason?
I did show you holding the cat.
You did?
Yeah.
Look, you can't see it though. It's up against this black shirt. Super cat.
Right now you're over. I've got it on the blades.
There it is. Look, it's turning gray like me.
Brett,
It's rigged.
Brett, you won the 003. Congratulations.
Congratulations. And okay, that does not have the proto grip. I'm not sending it.
That cat does bite a lot. He's like in that like kitten stage where he's just like running around.
Y'all don't understand. That thing was this itty big. His lip was ripped off, no joke, and his fanny was hanging out of his body. Not a joke. And he was like scared of humans, and then I rescued him.
So Mark Kane said, I think that's too many blades and will overwhelm you guys. Keep it narrow and controlled as possible.
4 then? 4, right? CG, Hawk, Striker, and Ops, or just do the Ops Hawk and the Ops Striker. Most of our followers now, the Ops Hawk would be a new blade release for them, because I don't think we had Patreon. We didn't, did we, when we did
Probably
the first drop?
not.
So this is like an all new blade for the whole world. I think, though, if we did, okay, y'all tell me right, how many people on here?
349.
349 people. Need to tell me, are we saying 2 blades? Is that what I'm hearing?
Do y'all want us to do
but if I just do 2 blades and we do 100 and 100 each steel type of both of those blades, they will sell out on Patreon.
What if we just do the CG and the 2 Ops, since we still have piranhas that haven't shipped yet?
Okay.
And then when we get all the piranhas shipped, then we can drop those later.
Yeah, those are people wanting the CG as bad as they want these?
People are asking about the CG also.
Okay. 3 blades?
Yeah.
3. Is that C-Dub's decision? If it is, then that's final. You guys know that. She wins.
I'm saying I think we should either do just the Ops Hawks or Ops Hawks with the
Opsi.
the CG. Because I do get a lot of emails about the CG. It feels like it's been a minute since we released it.
And then on the Operator series, the next blade, well, I was going to go back to the Seer series, which has got the FMF and the Mercenary, and I made a giant freaking striker on the Mercenary grip, and that thing looks like it is ready straight to go to war. Like, yeah, whoa. It's bad too. And then next in the Ops series was going to be the Ops Stalker. So a 5-inch stalker blade.
As soon as we get those folders, that may coincide with the same time, because as soon as we get them back, we're going to put those on Patreon.
That's a Patreon only thing, the folders. Okay.
Yeah, as Stephen Clayton said, Ops with CW folder. Yeah, we are going to do those.
Okay. I mean, yeah, they'll probably line up with each other. So, well, here's what you could do, since it's going to go through the new website.
Are we going to do the Ops Raider in the future too?
Yeah, and that's pretty much going to be like the old Patriot.
Huff Power. I think we sent you a Taylor's Ridge. I think. Did it have the wide belly?
He doesn't know.
I think it had the wide belly. I think we sent him that one that was like a messed up engraving. Pretty sure it was Taylor's Ridge.
I don't know.
Tim, what are you going to be for Halloween? He's going to be
is that true?
Adams. He's going to be, what's his name? Gomez Adams.
That's what they tell me. Look.
And I'm Morticia.
That's what I'm told.
Haven't seen Aussie Tim today yet.
I said it. Ops Striker. That'll be cool. I don't know, man.
And what about the Ops Stalker? Taylor's Ridge.
My plans are too ambitious. Look, like if you guys knew how many blades I had freaking designed, you'd be like, okay, so in 2030, you're gonna have to sketch a new knife, because I got a lot. I think maybe my mistake this year was I'm too creative. Here's this new knife. They want it. Let's do it. And I'm pulling all my machinists. They're like, I hate Tim.
Yeah, Tim gets really fired up when he comes up with a new knife. So like it is his fuel, just makes him go crazy.
Yeah. I don't do crap.
He gets bored with the same knives.
Why are you taking my foot, little maniac?
Aaron B. I ordered Night Stalker CQC a few days ago. I was wondering what the expected lead time would be. I mean, we advertised 3 to 6 months, but we do have a bunch of those in house. So if you want to email we can see what we can do if we have the sheath, the grip. We could probably get it out sooner. So Pete's Sake said, Founders Club suggestion: make a Founders series that is only available for Founders. I vote in.
Well, he said it over here on my watch. What if you drop blades specifically for the Founders and call that the Founder series? You can only get for your Founder. That's what I was saying earlier.
Ice Pirate wants an update on Nightshades also.
Oh, didn't we just talk about that?
Well, he may not have been here.
Be on time.
This is a drop-in party.
Or go home.
We're here hosting for 2 hours, and we have.
Yeah, just come on in. The house is open, unless it's SHTF. And if you try to come in on the house, I don't know if you're aware, there's 40 things on this wall and a couple hundred sharp things on this wall and several thousand.
Austin Thies, I love this idea. You should make a poll for which knife design to drop next. Yeah, I always forget about those YouTube polls. We could do that.
Oh, yeah. We do have YouTube fans.
I think Tim should be a T.KELL blade and CW should be the sheath. Okay. We could do that.
Somebody's being naughty. Just saying.
Pugsley.
Yeah, so we have 2 daughters that live here. And we're trying to figure out who's going to be Pugsley. Because, you know, I mean, I should be Fester because I'm fat and weird.
And you look like him.
So, right. I mean, I used to shave my head before C-Dub told me to quit cutting my hair off. I did actually kind of like Fester. And I was an electrician. Made total sense. We were talking about stuff. Oh!
Three speech. He's EDCing the
Nautilus.
The Nautilus.
You want to see the naughty list? Here's the naughty list. So this is basically, we had some jacked up Night Stalkers and they made me really mad to see them sitting there. And I went, wow, you know, all those Night Stalkers that are ruined cost me $138,000 and I've already spent the money. Oh, sorry. No, that's not what I said. They just pissed me off sitting there. So I ground the ring off, reshaped the handle, made it thinner, pushed the thumb ramp forward, threw some jimping on the laser, and came up with the Nautilus. And it fits in the original Night Stalker sheath. And you guys went apeshit over it.
Like, and we have a few people that have those.
There were piles of ape poop all over Patreon. You could see it. They were taking pictures like, hey, an ape poop's right here. We just did this. Some of that was made up. Some of that was true. You guys figured it out.
We sold, how many have we sold? 4?
3 or 4.
On Whatnot. There, because Tim has to do a bunch of hand grinding on those.
Yeah, that's hand done. So, but that would be another, like, look, are we just going to saturate? You guys are going to have to go get a 3rd job? Because what if we release those before the end of the year? What if we do the hatchets? What if we do this? What if we do that? And you guys are like, yeah, so my wife left me and my kids left and I'm homeless because I bought 56,000 T.KELL knives that are new this year because your shit sells out. And then we're like, hey, thanks. Sorry? Is that how that conversation goes? Slow down.
If we can produce those not where he does all the handwork, we could make the price lower.
Yeah, because the hand done ones are always going to be one-offs, and you can tell when you get it. Like it has my real sweat.
It's not a Piranha style grip; it's a Night Stalker grip, kind of like cut down.
Yeah, so I can put them side by each so you can see the difference. I love saying side by each instead of side by.
Do y'all want another for the last blade that I give away? Do y'all want a 002? Because that's what I saw commented the most besides 003.
All right, so
and I saw CQC a lot.
See, the Piranha grip is way smaller and shaped differenter. So this is quite a bit different. See,
that's a really comfortable handle too.
Yeah. So kind of, but it's a little longer, and I kind of put a little bit of a mini bird beak. Didn't Mark get the only bird beak, mini bird beak?
Yep, he sure did.
How's he liking that?
He loves it. Remember he sent an email.
I'm just asking still, you know, things change.
Oh, do you still love it?
I have a lot of handguns and rifles, and, you know, last week my favorite was different than this week. Yeah, somebody asked about reverse Tontos. So we're good to go on the 80 CRV steel. I think we're going to have to switch.
2.0 or 002 or 001, y'all. That's what I'm seeing the most.
1, 2, or 2.0. Do you want to see them all?
Or do we just let you pick what you win?
No, because then it's not as fun. Like
yeah, it's not as fun.
You get what you want. No, you get what you get. Yeah. We may have to switch.
King of Knives wants to see the Op Striker.
Are you late? Were you on?
It's not the metal version.
Were you on somebody else's stuff? If you're the, I see you all over the interwebs. I know you're there. So that's it.
That's because he's the King of Knives.
I know.
He's got to go to all the.
To maintain your reign, you have to make sure that people understand that you're still present all over the world. I get it. Look at that thing. Woo! So that's it next to the Ops Hawk. Nasty. And it won't be black. This is the resin, the final resin model. It's real nice, man. The Ops series has always been incredible. I think he picked one up. Correct me if I'm wrong, King of Knives. Didn't you come down to Blade Show and get an Ops Hawk?
Yeah.
The day we released them?
You did.
Or was that...
I'm pretty sure, because wasn't that the year we released the Ops?
Either that or the Nighthawk, because the Nighthawk was Blade Show the year before.
Gus said MKC will be releasing that next week.
Yeah, they're going to beat me to market. Close, but not quite the same. Close. I guess. Thanks for the compliment. To see the consternation. I don't know. You can't say stuff like that. Look, all this is hearsay. Everybody in the knife community is completely honest, and they all operate like really great humans. You guys figure out where I lied there. We're just doing what we're doing over here.
Thank you, Adam, for the support.
We're just doing what we're doing over here. I do see people jumping all up on their videos and stuff and yelling at them. One of our pretty hardcore followers jumped on one of their videos. And he sent me a link to it. He's like, check this out. Boom. And I'm like, ooh, you did that. But I don't see that anymore. I think they removed that whole video.
They didn't remove the whole video.
There's a new one.
Well, they just released another video.
On the same one 3 days later?
Yeah, that's what they do. They kind of sell stuff.
I get it. But I don't think the dude
that's
copied
what the McDonald's brothers do. They try to, they got to take
Ray
over.
Kroc? Man, those poor guys.
Oh, yeah, Ray Kroc was the one that
was terrible, yeah.
Brothers.
Yeah. Can you stop biting my foot meat, please?
So what happened with Montana Knife Company? Nothing. There's just a lot of people that tell us that the Night Stalker was a ripoff and that the agent was a ripoff.
And I say, that's impossible. He doesn't work here. How would he do that? I mean, look, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. If so, all right. If not, all right. I don't know. I mean, here's the thing about me. I just don't get into that whole part of the knife community where there's some really shady stuff that goes on, and if you choose to believe it, you can keep yourself awake being pissed off. Or, you know, if you want to believe the best in people that know, you know, I mean, there's stuff that I've come out with that people have said, you ripped off such and such and so and so, and then I go and look at their stuff and I'm like, whoa, it looks a lot like it. Now, my approach to handle shape is completely different. The steels I use completely different. The ring dimensions and all that's completely different. But I didn't know anything like that ever existed. So if something like that does happen, let me play devil's advocate. Wow, you have a great...
Yeah, but the difference between you and like these other, like say Compliance Edge or Tour or whatever is you can see that y'all are making unique,
right,
designed pieces. Like, there's a difference between like something that's a completely new line that was not there before, and then the first two blades are so similar when this company didn't even do anything like that before, and it's not original looking at all.
Yeah, I mean,
these other people,
and I get that people think that, but I don't know. We don't know that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Maybe they want to take over the whole world and make kitchen cutlery and tactical and do all this other stuff. I don't know. I mean, it helps me to sleep at night to think that somebody wouldn't do something like that. Like, I talked with, and you mentioned Compliance Edge. I've talked to Yanni because people said you ripped off T.KELL's knife. And he calls me thinking I'm going to think that he ripped off my knife. And I'm like, bro,
Yeah,
I don't
but what
think
I'm
that.
saying is if you group together a group of Compliance Edges knives, or if you group together some
They look like his stuff.
Tor knives, they all look like that company's stuff.
I get what you're saying.
Your stuff looks like your stuff.
I know.
But there's a difference when another company comes along and you can tell they're like imitations of other people's stuff rather than a new, that they all have a cohesive look, like you know that's their stuff.
It's possible. I mean, it's like I was kind of telling Yoni from Compliance Edge that I was like, look, dude, your stuff looks like your stuff. I don't think you copied my stuff. And he's like, okay, good, because I didn't. I'm like, I didn't think you did. Because I have some Compliance Edges.
Hey, Darren, it was, oh gosh, I already forgot who won the 003.
So look.
Brett or something.
Like, look.
But we're about to do another last giveaway.
I'm going to show you guys these.
Did we show all our stuff that people sent us this week?
I think so. If I forgot something, you guys reach out and let me know. I think so. We didn't get a whole huge ton of stuff. So am I over here? You got me over here, lady?
Mm-hmm.
So I can see these blades from across a crowded room and know that this is Compliance Edges stuff. Somebody could come in and say to him, you copied such and such and so, but he's had these designs for freaking ever, and they look like Yoni's stuff. You know what I'm saying? They don't look like my stuff. Now, some people are like, oh, he ripped off T.KELL. I'm like, nah, he did not. So I told him the same thing. Dude, I do not think that you did that. He's like, well, I've got pictures of this ring knife that I made. I'm like, dude, I know that you've designed. I don't get into that. I don't.
Hashtag mystery. It's going to be for you can choose a 2.0, a 002, or a 001.
Obviously, I like other people's stuff enough to own it. And you guys send it to me and I use it and I like other people's stuff. I just do. But I understand what C-Dub is saying. And
I have a distaste for companies that are not upstanding in their morals and what they do.
Yeah. It really, and for me, I try to just ignore it.
You have to try because it can eat you up.
Oh, yeah. It'll eat me up. Look, I don't think my stuff is designed so well that everybody must be ripping it off. I don't think that. You know? Look, here you go, Steven. Get jealous. Have we beat that horse dead enough?
Oh my gosh, that thing looks good. It's like because it's got the curve going up in the front and then the curve going down in the back. It's like an.
You know what's funny? How long have we had this extended grip? 2 years?
Time.
You look how similar the shape of the drop on this handle is to some of Compliance Edges stuff. That back shape. That's what people are going to be like, you did it. I'm like, no, man. Watch the videos. We designed this 2 years ago.
Don M. Oh, no. Don M. is the one that's been waiting on that op striker for forever.
Is that Don that paid for him?
No, he's the one that's always asking about the op striker. And he said, you waited till my poorest point to drop the op striker.
Oh, well, Don.
Don, let's get you a payment plan. You cannot miss this. You've been waiting too long.
Well, send me the invoice for the stupid hand-turned screws that you're spending your whole entire life with. I think so. Is it?
I don't know.
Okay. I don't know. It might be.
Mom says, Daddy says, good looking knife.
Thanks, guys. Guy, I like your shirts. They're real nice. Did you share that you have multiple family members that are now patrons?
No.
You didn't?
No.
You should.
Is there an extended grip for the combatant?
No. I'll show you.
We tried it. It didn't work.
Wait. There is an extended grip for the combatant. The ring grip did not work. So, yes, there is extended grip for both. Sorry. I almost said the same thing. I can show you what the stupid...
Don M. says, do I owe you a bill? Question.
Well, I mean, if you have not invoiced me for those yet, then yes. But you said you know, didn't you want to trade it for an op striker? What do you want to do? So, this was the proto for the ring grip for the combatant. Oh, it looks super cool, but look. It's weird. see how much space? It just wouldn't work. It really opens your pinky up too much.
Have you ever pocket carried a Raider?
And see how it messes you up, because we can't shorten this grip up because the metal's right there. So that didn't work. Anyway, but yes, there is an extended grip for the combatant. Yes, I have pocket carried a Raider.
What clip do you use?
The 2.1.
Allison Sipe, Thomas M. here. Good morning, T. Kelly and Tim and CW. I got my 003 OMG. Love it. Insanely fast-moving knife.
Yeah, thank you very much. I really like the Agent series. I like all of my children. They're beautiful little fast stabby children. I just like them, except for the Sapper. He's not fast and stabby. He's just a big chunky tree chopping, mine searching, kookery-esque thing. Yeah, I'm sure I missed and started to answer 54 different questions.
Mark Kane wants to know if he can get an extended grip for his combatant. Do we have them? Like
I haven't done the 3D modeling on it yet to resin print those, but we could do it. I need to get with. Yeah, we could. All the millions of hours of time I have. Yeah, but I guess I'm gonna have to resin print some of these. Now they're slick though. You got to understand they're slick in resin.
Mike Brandon Alma Lewis. I have several other companies' ring grips. None of them are as comfortable as T.KELL ring grips.
Thanks, man. And I honestly didn't know that other ring grips were out there. It was that started from. I don't have the original. Nightshade. Do I up here? No. Do I have an old one? Yeah. Here it is.
Best recommendation for alternative to Ulti clips for pocket carry, too aggressive.
DCC clips, discrete carry concepts. That's what we use because of that.
Dad's laughing at you, honey.
Why?
He's just getting tickled at you, Mom said.
It's because I'm an idiot. It makes complete sense. So here's the original Night Series grip. This knife came about as a local third shift Chattanooga police officer that wanted something very light, easy to retain.
Bring it back, honey.
Is that what they said?
No, I said that. I think you should bring it back just as a skeletonized knife like
This
that.
is my first skeleton knife. And he wanted it super lightweight and thin and slicey. So this one is Cerakote before we started doing nickel boron, because Cerakote comes off and it's kind of tacky, so nothing glides over it very well. But he didn't want a ring grip, and I said, I really think that's the way to get you to draw this thing fast. Let me do it ergonomically where it lays forward. And I didn't know such a thing existed in a straight blade knife. I'd seen it in karambits. So this is the original, and then people said, I would like a G10 grip on that.
What? They said yes, that they would want to.
Can you make a G10 grip for that? And I was like, sure. So I made the G10 grip. And then, are we back over here again?
Mm-hmm.
So then when business picked up, I started having to water jet stuff. So when you water jet, it's inches per minute. That's a lot of inches per minute. So the grips squeezed on there. So then I put just a hole in there, and then nobody was ordering it in skeleton grip anymore. They were like, oh, this is weird. I want G10. And I'm like, all right, I think you're crazy, but okay. So it became this guy. So this is it now. The blade is a bit bigger. See how it's beefier because we wanted 1.5 inches.
Skeletonized knives would solve the G10 problem, and we could wrap them ourselves.
Yeah, and maybe we could.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mom. Mom said she misses her garden.
I miss my garden too. Hey, we used to have gardens across the street from each other. Remember those days? Wow. So
I don't think he could, Chad. You couldn't skeletonize it after it was already like hardened and stuff, could you?
I mean,
it'd be a lot of work.
We could water jet them, but then that's
because he said he has one and would like to get it skeletonized for weight deletion.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think after
Yes,
the fact.
we do, Scott, but we don't have any sheaths right now.
For
FLNs.
yeah, I got a ton, a couple hundred of them, a couple hundred FLN. I think we took them off because we had so much trouble. You guys don't realize how much stock and inventory that's never been sold is sitting on the shelf because of crap like that. Because
hey, we got $10 from Adam Kiwi. Put out the ring T.KELL kitchen knife. I'll make a cook-off video with Montana kitchen knife.
Ooh, but then you'll have to put Cerakote in your food. Yucca. Just kidding.
PJ Galloway says the Nightshade Reverse Tonto is the best gardening knife.
Interesting.
Yeah, he's been talking about it, using it a lot for stuff like that.
Huh.
And somebody who was Rodrigo Ramirez said the Guardian on the table is fire. Yeah,
you like the new one? See, I added the jimping to these and didn't tell anybody, and they got done and we started shipping them. And somebody's like, "I don't want the jimping," and I'm like, "Well, you're dumb." I didn't say that. I thought it really loudly, and I said, "Suzanne, email them back and tell them they're dumb." And then she's like, "No, I'm not gonna do that."
I said, "Let's see if you have one around here that you could send."
And I did, and she stole it and sent it. That's what happens. But I just think that really aesthetically, and this shiny part right here is owie. Let's, if you get your thumb on there, but you couldn't anyway because this sharpening stops there. But that really gives you the heavy, big ass jumping. There's a little dig, and with gloves, so it really locks you on, and I like it. It's just kind of mean, and it just fits. It looks angry. It's the Fury grip. This is such a weird looking knife, but at the same time, it's angry.
I don't think it looks weird. I love that thing.
When I first did that, it's actually...
No, the one that I thought looked weird at first was the MR1, and then I loved it. But
yeah,
I think the Guardian's cool looking.
Yeah, the MR1 kind of messes with your eyes.
But now I love how it looks. It just...
Because you're used to it.
Yeah.
Even if your kid comes out looking like a Mongoloid, you love it. It's your kid. That's how that goes.
2.0 Nightshade Reverse Tonto idea. Higher grind on primary blade like Night Guard 2.0. From Stephen Clayton.
What?
2.0.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
yeah. So the original Nightshades had that. They were all full grinds. And I think if we're gonna... This just doesn't sell well. I think what we should do is drop this thumb down in here and put a full flat grind. Then... wicked. It'd be nasty. I want to do that, and maybe that's what we do. We revamp the Warncliffe line, But anyway, it would sell then, and then we'd have yet another knife that we couldn't get plastic for. Wouldn't that be fun?
PJ wants to get his Nightshade engraved with some leaves on it because he uses it in the garden so much.
So what do
you show the folder?
No.
And what he said was...
I'm wondering how you use it.
He said something about harvesting. Use the top part for harvesting and the bottom for utility.
So like cutting okra? Like pushing it with your thumb? Where's the folders? I had
Can
one.
you get a ring grip for the Ops Hawk?
No, that wouldn't work. It's too long. Look. See, I mean, because it's already a full grip, if you put a ring out there, the ring would be down there, and that would be really weird with all that extra handle.
Sean May is in Rome, Italy today.
Lucky. Give me some tomatoes. Where is the folder? I don't know.
Mistold. I can send a leaves file.
Whatever. I can too. Oh, where's a peanut butter folder? Here they are. Here they is. Here you go, the peanut butter.
Spartan, I tried to drill through my 003 under the scales to lighten it up a bit. Just a little heavy for me. I could not drill through it. LOL, you have some tough blades.
Yeah, man. That steel and at that Rockwell, that ain't gonna happen. You're gonna burn up a bit, like super fast. But if you want to lighten it up, my Carter grips will make it feel a lot faster. Just a little BT dubs. So there they are. Peanut butter and chocolate.
We got about 5 minutes left. If there's any last questions.
Did we answer all the questions? Because everybody like yells at me for not answering questions all the time.
We'll try. I probably missed some, but update on accomplice. Those are shipping.
Yeah, we're gonna start working through those because we got the sheaths done.
So if you have a colored grip, we're getting those in too slow. So if you would take black, we could probably get it out like a lot faster.
Yeah, the material is what's killing us right now, and we're getting material at a steadier pace now, but we're kind of backlogged on the G10, which really is annoying.
And to the person that asked about the Piranha, can you email us? He said he didn't realize it was a pre-order because he bought it from an email and that he thought it was going to ship right away.
And do you want to cancel it?
He just wants to know about like when it might ship. I know we don't have any in-house except for blemish.
No, but I know that I'm not gonna say that they're at nickel boron yet, but we're almost
hopefully
done.
like a month or something.
Yeah, I need to find out definitively because we only make 40 different blade styles, so my head kind of gets a little jumbled as to where each one is in the process.
What about the update for Sapper orders?
We're making them. Like we're machining.
So they haven't
beveling.
even been heat treated yet.
I don't think we have any heat treat yet.
So they're probably going to be late.
I think we have some at heat treat, but not the whole entire batch.
You have a list of what knives you have ready to ship for us that don't want to wait. So here's my suggestion.
No, we don't want to wait. That does not exist here.
Well, I can help
eBay?
you. No, I can try to help you if you email us. Like, probably if you pick a grip that's in stock, we could do like 001, 002, 003. Night Stalker we could probably do. What else? 2.0.
Accomplices, because we're going to start shipping those this week. But the issue is that our stuff sells out so fast and the batches sell out. So until we're completely done with a batch, they're not done. So
I can't remember if we sold out of Mercenaries. Somebody asked.
Oh, I doubt it, because that's a higher price blade, and they tend to. Here's what's funny: the higher price blades will sit longer, where you're able to order them. They don't sell out the day, but then people start getting them, and then they sell out because they're like, "Holy crap!" They start talking about how awesome they are, and then they sell out. So I don't think they're completely sold out. So anything that's open now or has been open for 3 or 4 weeks, you're already 3 or 4 weeks ahead of the game. Like. There's 002s and 3s and
Hunter
1s.
said they are still in stock.
Yeah. 1s, 2s, and 3s, those blades are done. Those sheaths are done. Those grips are done. And they're still out for sale right now. So those would ship pretty quick. But we still have to get through other people's.
So are the 2.0 on order already shipping? We probably could start shipping some of those.
Yeah, because we just got done with a batch of those sheaths too. So y'all understand we're like in high production mode of a bunch of stuff. So we'll do a group. But I do believe.
No, JEI does not increase your chances.
What?
Brandon Johnson, send us an email. We could probably sell you a blemish since you lost it. Don't everybody email asking for that. He lost it, and I feel bad for him.
Is that the farming incident?
He said, I just lost my Gideon V3 an hour ago, so frustrated. Any idea when the next batch? Please email us.
Yeah. No, I don't know when the next batch is.
I'll sell you a blemish at cost.
After the first of the year.
We don't lose money on it, but we don't make anything.
Any other questions? We do want to get to, so the plan was to be out from under a pre-order model this year, but that has not worked because I can just break it down quickly. Say I sold 100.
I'm going over to this other screen.
That's fine. I can talk and they can look at stuff. So I sold 100 in each flavor of steel of, say, the adversary to fund the batch once I got the steel. So I bought 800, enough steel for 800 blades, but sold enough 200 because that covers the whole
Sandy
process.
Grover.
Congratulations.
Man, did you see that, Ryan? You almost got it.
Oh,
Ryan Henley's name was like sitting there for a second, and then it went to Sandy Grover.
I told you it's rigged. Sandy Grover is that cat's name.
You won your choice of a mystery knife, either the Agent 002, Agent 003, or the Night Guard 2.0. So please email us.
You like how I signed all that? That was fun. It probably wasn't even on me, so nobody knows. But yeah, so I built and paid for 800 knives, sold 200 of them, got enough grips and sheaths in to ship the 200, got those done. Now I'm sitting on like 600 blades.
Ron Crow wants to know, which knife would you recommend for someone that collects folders and has never owned a fixed blade?
A combatant's a good place to start with that because it's
Night Stalker if you like a ring.
Smaller blade. Night Stalker's a good one. If you like that full-ish grip, the combatant's a high grind, really thin, slicey. Piranha because it's small, but that's like pocket-sized blade, little guy. Those would be some pretty good choices.
Mark Kane also said combatant. Yeah, combatant's great.
Yeah, because it has the profile
great.
of a folder, but it's in a fixed blade. And I do want to turn this into this is a green blade. This is not, we didn't heat treat it yet, but so that's the combatant, not nickel boron. So it's got a really high grind and aggressive and a thin tip. So it's a good choice. You still get a finger on the back, but it doesn't take up a ton of room on your.
Peach wants 10 TSA screwdrivers.
That's a combatant. That's got a really good click on the sheath too. Yeah, I want 1,000 of them. I would like to make 1,000.
Hey, Roz, I think he mentioned earlier about the adversary. We just finished up the sheets.
Yeah.
And we showed a little video of that. So they shouldn't be too
You came here, you left, you came back, you asked questions already answered. I don't know. I don't know. Measured texture.
No, not measured texture. I said Roz.
Oh.
You thought I said Rob?
I thought Roz was here the whole time. He fell asleep. I thought he said Rob. Rob, not Raza. Man, I drank all my drinks. I'm thirsty as
We're out of time. We did have one more question if you want to answer it.
What was it?
Well, somebody asked about Nighthawks, and then what's your favorite knife? What would you choose in an SHTF scenario?
Oh, man. I don't know. I do not know. Because...
Yes, Goonie, they come with a sheath.
That depends. That depends. I mean, on my go bags, I have a sappers on my go bag because if I've got to go through the woods...
That's not a typo. That's Marcy's Mercenary.
What?
Just kidding. I was just making a stupid joke.
Oh, okay.
He said there's a typo on the website that says Mercenary.
Yeah, that's
Marcy's Mercenary.
Yeah, Marcy deserves a blade too. Take it easy, feller.
Thank you. We'll pass that on to the web.
Oops, I dropped my keys.
Nope. All right. Well, thank you guys.
What wasn't I answering a question?
Oh, go ahead.
I don't know what it was. I lost it.
He asked about SHTO.
Oh, yeah. So I have a sapper on my bag because it's a bigger blade for like clearing brush and stuff. I always keep a belt knife on me, and then my kit has a bigger knife. So my kit rotates between an Ops, Mercenary, FMF that I keep on my kit. On my belt, I pretty much go between Raider, Combatant, Warthog. I've been carrying the Nautilus a lot lately because it's really small and compact, and it's been hot, so I've been wearing shorts a lot more. It's tough. I mean, whatever blade I got, I keep dropping crap.
He's told me in private that his SHTF blade would be FMF.
That's what's on my belt, like my battle belt. FMF is what I got on there right now.
Or Mercenary.
Yeah, I do switch though. Honestly, if they're going to be doing more slicing, it's the FMF.
Brett, yeah, you can just do tkellknives@gmail.com or customer service at tkellknives.com.
Whatever your question is, she'll get you taken care of.
Thank you, y'all.
I guess that's it. How many of you are going to be sad that we're leaving? How many people are on here?
280.
280 sad people are coming up right now. You guys have a great Sunday. Come over and help me finish wiring up my stupid satellite. Have a good day. Have a good week. Things are crazy. Keep your head down. Don't be dumb. Bye.
Bye.
Got my keys.